Yeah. What's going on, fam? Commanding General Yahanna here, sitting in for General Muhammad's Monday night class. He's attending to some other business right now, so he invited me to come down and get into it with y'all a little bit. Venezuela, huh? Everybody wondering what happened, what went on, why, who, what, when, why, and how. You know what I'm saying? Before I go into it, anybody have any questions? None. Last call. All right, let's go. So, go ahead. Good.
Yeah.
Ken.
If I could, sir, so all of this because of the attack on the petrodollar that Venezuela was doing, as far as accepting a different type of currency.
It was even bigger than that, because as you may have not known, they were putting together this thing called Brexit, where all these other countries, Russia, China, Venezuela, and other countries, especially oil-rich countries, were appreciate you. Where several of these oil-rich countries were putting together, a coalition to crush the U.S. dollar from being the main currency that they trade oil in. Because right now in the world, despite what they say, oil is the most important commodity in the world. Why? Because you need oil to run weapons. You need oil to create gas. You need oil to do all those things. That's why they're trying to learn new ways to do warfare with weapons that don't need fuel. They want electric weapons, drones, unmanned vehicles, stuff like that. Because with those things, they can turn around and not have to rely on that oil, which they're very concerned about. So as these nations was putting the Brexit together, it was a major threat to the United States. And it also shows you something else, that the United States had to be in a pretty bad position, you understand, for them to need for those nations to be able to even think that they could come together and create for themselves, their own economy. So United States was wobbling. And so now they just decided, they sat down for a while and decided that they was going to put a stop to it. And they used a lot of old laws to utilize it. And so that's basically all they did. They just decided these cats can't go set up what they're going to set up, or, we're going to have to come in and smash them. If we don't smash them, they're going to set up their own thing. They're going to make their own money, and then we'll be out. If you want to understand geopolitics in the world, you have to be familiar with being a drug dealer. Because geopolitics in the world is really drug dealing. It's the same thing. I got a block. He got a block. He looked like he's slipping. I get my crew. We hit his block. We take his dope. We sell on his block. We double our money. That's what's going on in the world. Everything you ever heard about the world has been a lie. All the whole way the world is structured with laws and rules and morals, none of that applies to any country's secret or silent military. CIA, MI6, KGB, Mossad with the Israelis, they don't go by rules that you and I go by. They assassinate, plot, kill, take over, overthrow, swindle, extort, shake down. It doesn't even matter. We saw that back in the 80s when they had the Iran-Contra affair. They were dope dealers. These were dope dealers and gun runners. Two of the worst things that you supposedly could be in the United States. Yet the CIA, using the military, the army, was actually doing just that to further their goal in getting a nation in Central America up and running. Okay, El Salvador. So that's how you operate if you want to, once you get your country and you have your people in your country, if you calm, You set up a service that's like secret, like the ones I just mentioned, and they go out and do all the dirty work for your country. They operate like drug dealers for your country, while the rest of the country, lives and acts like a regular working person. And that's basically how the world has been. Now we're going to take a look at the spiritual side of it. That's what went on. All that went on is simply they threatened the United States by coming together to set up that government, that Brexit, and the United States decided to step in and move on. As simple as that. And they started with this country. Now, why were they able to take Venezuela? Now we move into the spiritual side of it. Now y'all understand, right? Everybody understand this is just nothing but a block. Just like they fighting over blocks out here in the streets, they fighting over blocks in these governments. Same garbage. What he got, how much money he making, how strong is he, how weak is he? You heard Trump when he got on the plane, he said, Cuba is weak. Remember he said that? He said, Cuba is weak. They don't have no more money coming in. They was getting all their money from Venezuela. So they're weak. What's he saying? He's saying like a drug dealer. Yeah, man. I think we can take this guy. We can get him. Even though he got nuclear weapons, we probably can get him. That's what they saying. They also threatening Colombia. You heard Colombian president got up and saying about, don't come invade Colombia. Because once again, they decided now, and here's the bigger picture. It used to be old world teaching that they were going by, but now it's a new playbook. The new playbook is world domination. That's the new playbook. They're going to take over everything that is not nailed down. They're going after it the way Hitler did. They believe that Hitler had the most potentest program for world domination, which he did. He almost took the world. If the United States hadn't stayed out of it for the period of time that it did, Germany and Japan would have taken over the world. The problem was Germany couldn't handle the United States after Pearl Harbor. Japan. Had Japan, after they hit Pearl Harbor, invaded the west coast of the United States, and Germany came in on the other side, they would have took the United States. The only thing that stopped them was the U.S. stopped Japan when they hit Pearl Harbor, which is off of Hawaii, and then the Russians stopped Germany on that side, which meant Germany was weak, and the Japanese was pretty much at a stalemate with the United States. So the United States said, bet, let's get the rest of Europe together and we'll move on Germany and take them down. And they had already had them backed up against the wall with Japan. And they was winning with Japan, but to just make it decisive, they dropped them nukes on them. And let me tell you something too, in war, weapons get developed fast. That's what brought forth that nuclear bomb, was that World War II. They was in a race for that bomb because they knew Hitler was building a bomb too. And if Hitler had gotten the bomb first, he was going to drop it on the United States and Russia and shut the whole game down. It's just drug dealing, rolling block to block. That's the world. Man, you look at it any other way, you looking at it from a civilian, naive point of view. Now, let's look at it a little bit more spiritual. What really took place? What really took place is this. How do you be, if you say you want to be a Hebrew Israelite, serve the Lord, and you want to be a leader, what are the two things you must do? What are the two things? Of course, you got to serve the Most High, follow the law, statute, and commandments. But what has to be your agenda? You want to be a leader? Anybody want to be a leader in Israel? Oh, shit, all of y'all. Good night. Okay, I thought some of y'all wanted to just work in the copy room or something. Make flyers. What do you got to? What has to be your two agendas, Barzal? You ain't out. You not leaving. Oh, okay, cool. What has to be your two agendas, man? You got two agendas you must have to be a leader in Israel.
Khan, I would say first one, start up a zone. Start up a zone.
Not what you do.
Okay, go on.
Take what you do off the table. What I'm talking about is you having the same thing that Maduro was supposed to have, that Donald Trump has to have, that any world leader that is really a leader has to have these attributes. And now I want to know, what are those attributes and requirements that you got to have in you from the Lord? Not what action you take out. Because you're going to have different actions to build a nation. But what do you have to have in you? What has to be your agenda? Always, no matter what. Let me let Boss up. You was done?
Yeah, Khan, sir. I don't have the answer.
Pass the mic. Anybody?
Yes, sir. If I may, sir, on the first one, I would say you got to be able to show mercy. Then
that's beautiful, but not the first thing. You do have to have mercy,
right?
But that is definitely not your first agenda. Not as a leader,
right?
Okay. Pass the mic. Anybody else?
Sir,
you have to have mercy. The Lord requires it. We have to have mercy on our brothers and sisters as we build this nation up. You understand? But there are two things you got to have if you really want to be a leader. Next man, go ahead.
Sir, would it be a way to protect them, like a defense, like a military?
A way to protect who?
The people you're gonna lead.
Okay, that's one. You're right. Give it up. You gotta have an agenda in your mind for them people. Right? That's one. What's the second?
I don't know. I would say maybe a way to like secure, like, feeding them and whatever you're gonna need, and while you defend them, like a way to survive and a way to protect them. First, I would guess.
A way to what?
A way to feed them, and a way to like a military and some source of food, or a way to sustain yourself while you get everything together.
Anybody else want to take a shot? Pass the mic. Can they hear? They can hear what he said, right? Okay, go ahead.
Come, sir. Would you need like the mind to grow or want to grow? So like if, like you said, if somebody was unstable, you would be able, like Joshua, when Joshua was when Joshua was taking over the different land, he was able to take land from Manasseh.
Off the tip of the mic.
He was able to take land from Manasseh. He was able to take land for Reuben. Like just the like to be able to grow your nation.
Okay, but tell me what you're talking about. Break it down for me. What are you saying? What's your agenda here?
Your agenda is to grow. Your agenda is to make a larger nation.
And you carry out that agenda whichever way you want. Is that it? Or you, in other words, you want to grow. So you tell everybody what? Have babies?
No.
What?
Yes, but you also, if like you said, there is a weak block or there is a weak king. There's
talking about you in charge.
Oh, if I'm in charge,
you got to get. That's what I'm saying. Like whoever's in charge got to have the agenda.
You got to take over cities. You got to take over. You got to grow. You can't stay in your same city. You got to grow bigger than where you are.
Okay. Good answer. Okay. Anybody else want to take a crack?
I was going to say, sir, you said something earlier about like attributes. Would it be a great attribute to have to be a leader in that regard, to piggyback off or not? That the only thing I would fear is the Most High, that these other nations wouldn't be able to intimidate.
You got to fear the Most High, no doubt. But what are you as a leader? Give me your agenda. What is your top two points of agenda that you as the leader must always be living with, day and night? Is it clicking for you? I'll come back to you.
I will say, for the love of the Most High and the love of my people.
Okay, for the love of, give me your agenda. Everybody got to love the Most High. Everybody got to be a person that fears the Most High first. If you want to be a leader in Israel, you better fear the Most High. You better follow those laws, statutes, and commandments. If you're going to be any kind of man of God, I don't care if you're a trooper in here, you better follow the laws, the laws, statutes, the laws, the laws, the commandments. You know what I'm saying? All right. You got to have all that in you. Now, they done handed you the scepter, Yediah. You got the scepter now. What's your agenda?
Israel will be my agenda.
What does that mean?
I was saying,
Almighty Yediah, King of all, Upper Darby. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is your agenda? Tell us. What is your number one and number two priorities?
To protect my people and to be able to slide. I was gonna say to be able to fight and protect them,
okay,
and to be able to feed them. Make sure that we have everything we need.
Got you. Anybody else? Nah, did you want to go back? You good? Go ahead.
Come on.
Real quick, and then I'm gonna jump in.
The brother texted the best way. Shout out to Shapat. Ambition and courage is what he said.
Ambition and courage. Okay, good answer. You want to let somebody else? Go ahead.
Would it be to establish a brotherhood?
Huh?
Establish a brotherhood.
Okay, that'd be one. What's the other one?
That's all I had.
Okay, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna jump in with you. Both Marah and Yediah had it down right. To be a leader of anything, when it pertains to people, there's two things you got to be. You got to be a shepherd. You have to protect the flock, and two, you have to feed the flock. Your two agendas is protecting your nation and feeding your nation. That's why David was such a great king. David protected the nation and fed the nation. You got to have them two agendas all the time, along with everything else that you're supposed to have spiritually that put you in the position that brought you to this leadership. But if you're not thinking about protecting them and feeding them, then your mind is off them sheep. And what's going to happen? The wolf is coming to take them sheep away. So you must always be thinking along those lines. Get me what we talked about with Moses. Okay. And I'm going to show y'all something in this. This is just the beginning of what we dropping. We're going to go on into this. I'm going to show you throughout the whole Bible that every leader we had this same agenda. And you must have this agenda. And you know why this agenda is important too? This agenda stops you from your own agenda. If you got sheep out in the yard, you ever see a farmer? Do he drive a Rolls Royce on the farm? Do he wear big gold chains? Does he stay clean every day? Swipe down. No, he in the grit working. You know why? Because he got sheep. He got cows. You know what I mean? He got animals he got to take care of. And that's what a man must have to be a leader in the Israelite school of UPK. Now I got $1 million question. I'm going to read what Moses did. And then, but before I read Moses, real quick, I'll give everybody a chance. I'm just going to ask this question. And then I'm going to read what Moses said, and I want y'all to give me the answer afterwards, all right? My question is, what did Maduro do wrong? Don't answer. Read Moses.
Khan, sir. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 16, and I'm going to start at verse 16, sir.
Go ahead.
And Moses said unto Korah, be thou in all thy company before the Lord, and thou and they and Aaron tomorrow, and take every man his censer, and put incense in them, and bring ye there before the Lord every man his censer, 250 censers, thou also, and Aaron, each of you his censer.
Wait, go up above it. Go up above it, and let's get it on. General Muhammad just said, General Muhammad, big shout out to General Muhammad, y'all. Give it up. General Muhammad did a council last night. I don't even gonna tell you what it's about, but he did a council last night. I happened to tap in on it, that it was, otherworldly. It was so heavy. He did a council, man, with a brother and a sister, and it was otherworldly. I mean, he went all the way into the brother and the sister and broke the thing down, man, and brought them together and showed each one of them, something that we all know, but until you see it, it don't really hit you that we've been fucked up in this place. Excuse my French. Like, we've been destroyed in this place. You hear me? Your spirit been bounced against every wall and every rock in this place. And as a result, you are barely able to function anymore. Only through the truth are you really able to function. Them cats, them people out in the world, they cannot, they are what you call dysfunctional. People in the world ain't functional. You be thinking they got it together. They be talking like they got it together. They don't got it together. They messed up as they could be. And you only are still here basically because the Lord loved you and decided to give you a shot. You and me both. Because otherwise we would be fucked up, excuse my French again, in them streets and would not make it back. And we should thank the Lord for it. And it was a lot of mercy on that brother and that sister to have Muhammad go through what he went through with them. And it was a beautiful thing to see. It was like somebody playing on an instrument. It was that smooth. And the help was so spiritual and so right. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about my man, all right? So y'all be like, I thought we was teaching the class. All right, come on, go up above it and hit me.
Khan, sir. The book of Numbers, chapter 16, and I'm going to start at verse 2, sir. And they rose up before Moses with the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly.
Now, these are princes of the assembly. These are not, just brothers and sisters. These are princes, which means they have what? Authority, power, influence, control. Go ahead. They did what? They rose up. Come on.
Khan, sir, before Moses with the certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly.
Right, 250 princes of the assembly. So they rose up with some brothers and sisters, got them up and stirred up too. Go ahead.
Khan, sir, famous in the congregation.
Jesus cats that was famous. That's why, brother, the higher you go in this truth, the humbler you better be. Because men that go up high and lose their spirit, or men that go up high and lose the agenda, I'm telling you today, they fall hard. I've watched them. I've seen them. I got the experience. I done lived it, seen it, experienced it all over this country. You see me talking to you a certain way about certain things, it's because it's something I know that you may not know right now, but you need to know because it'll get you on the right track. These were princes. These was no lightweight cats. They was in charge. Go ahead.
Khan, sir. Men of renown.
Men of renown. These cats were famous. Go ahead.
Khan, sir. And they
don't become a famous fool. Go ahead.
Khan, sir. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron and said unto them, ye take too much upon you.
You take too much upon you. You riding with too much power, Moses and Aaron. We want some of that power. You got too much power. What does that tell you about these cats? Anybody? Hands. Go ahead, you die.
Khan, they power hungry.
Yeah, all that's true. That's obvious. What does it tell you about them? Go ahead.
How selfish they are.
Very good. That they lost their way on the agenda. Remember, I just mentioned the two agendas. You know what I mean? Can you protect the sheep and take care of the sheep if you trying to get power from me or power from whoever's in charge, Moses at that time? Can you protect the sheep? Your mind ain't gonna be on it. Your mind is over here. That's what happened with these brothers. And that's what happened with Maduro. I'm going to show you as we go down the line why the Lord allowed Maduro to get taken up out of there. I know it was a hurt piece because he's an Israelite. I believe he's an Israelite. I don't know for sure, but I believe he's an Israelite. They'll come out with that as it goes on. And a lot of brothers and sisters wanted to see, not see the tribes get moved on no more. And I understand how you feel, but everybody in this nation had better follow the law, statutes, and commandments. I don't care if you running a whole damn country. You better not, you can't run a country and be a drug dealer. You can't do that and expect the Lord to defend you. You're going to get stomped on. You understand? Which is why you read throughout the Bible, the Lord go get who? When the Lord needs somebody to lead, where he go? Do he go up to the top? He go down to the bottom. He said, go get that cat down there. You know why? Because that guy don't have that agenda up there. And he's supposed to come up there and not go get that agenda. He's supposed to come up there, and what's he supposed to be focused on? Give him to me. Just shout it out if you know. Protecting the flock and feeding the flock. That's what he better be focused on. Because if he get up here and lose focus on that, what's going to happen to the flock? This is how you become a leader. Read.
Khan Wakan, sir.
You don't get in control of a whole country and destroy yourself. Go ahead.
Khan Wakan, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and that the Lord is among them.
Right. Now, this cat is touting his own philosophy now. The Lord was working with Moses to get him out of there. Their job as princes was to protect and feed that flock. They turned around and said, everybody here is holy, and we want a piece of the action. Out the spirit. All over that country, man, they were selling drugs, doing all kind of stuff that opened the door for the devil to move on you. And the same happens to brothers today. Go out and sell some dope. What eventually happens? The Lord send the devil down on you, hit your whole corner, you doing time in the cage. You might be doing it on a lower level. He doing it on the presidential level. But it's the same garbage. You cannot, the Lord ain't gonna let nobody be over his people unless they are an obeyer of the Lord and they have these two agendas. Go ahead, Op.
Khan Wakan, sir.
Come on, real fast so we don't run.
Khan Wakan, wherefore then lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord.
Right. Wherefore you lift you up yourselves among the congregation of the Lord. You done now put yourselves up high. Go ahead.
Khan Wakan, and when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face.
Come on.
And he spake unto Korah.
Let me tell you something out. Moses was a bad cat out. Moses was a badass dude. Let me ask you something. If I came to you and said, Yediah, you think you too big. You sitting up over brothers who you think you are. You act like you the big dog. What would make you fall on your face? Anybody? What would make you collapse on your face with your face to the ground? Let me let Yediah get in there and pass it to the back. Go ahead.
Khan, it'd be similar to would it be similar to what happened with Stephen when they stoned him and after he turned to the Lord?
Don't give me similarities. Tell me what would make you fall on your face with your face to the ground after I done came at you and said you taking too much power. Now, don't imagine me. I'm just another cat, another brother. Shlomo. We the same rank in this scenario, and you in charge of whatever. And I come and I tell you that, and you drop your face on the ground. What would make you do that? Now, you about to learn about a bad cat here.
The love I would have for you and the fear for the Lord to have mercy on you.
He got it dead right. What'll make you do that is he know that this cat that got up in his face is about to die. He about to die because he don't understand the Lord's agenda. You get in charge of these people or been given the authority by the Lord to do for these people, you better be on that agenda. You better be on that agenda. They said, man, listen, Trump, General Muhammad just sent me the message. Trump is talking Greenland, Venezuela, Greenland, and others with Stephen Miller. He's the one that was touting Erica. Question?
If I could, sir, he also looking at Cuba as well and Colombia.
Mentioned Cuba. He
And
mentioned
Colombia.
Cuba. He mentioned somewhere else. He mentioned Colombia. Go ahead, Al.
He also talking about how the president of Mexico is not doing a great job either.
There you go. This is what you get. What you watching is an attempt at world domination. And what's beautiful about it is this: every country got to come into this battle. That's what's beautiful about it, is the Lord is bringing every country into this battle. Brothers, learn the lesson you got to learn, because they coming. They coming into your world. You either going to be a man of God or you not going to be a man of God. And if you in that chair, I know you come to be a man of God. So you raise your spirit up in here. You understand? The scriptures say, lay up thy folly ground. Give up all that. Get ready for real world action with taking care of people. Taking care of the Lord's people. Have them on your mind. You understand? General Mayock said they on Mexico hard. The generals know already. They know already what's going down. They want world domination. I'm going to show you the doctrine too in a second. But let's get a little bit more of Moses. I'm going to try to get through Moses because I got a few other examples of it. Moses was so heavy that this cat said what he said to Moses, and Moses fell on the ground with his face on the ground because he knew it was death to this cat, because he knew the Most High, and he understood that this cat moving the way he's moving is not how the Lord want him to move. You got to give up you when you come into this truth out and become brand new. And I mean, you can't fake it with the Lord. You can fake it with us, but you can't fake it with the Lord. So you might as well go through it sincerely. Let the Lord make you brand fucking new. Believe in the Most High. Let him rip you apart. Straight up. Let him rip you to the hell apart. So yeah, when you come back together, you are made of solid steel in the name of the Most High. Let him find the innermost corner on you, and the Lord will fix you and make you a man of God and bring you back strong and powerful and ready for the work of the Lord, which requires two things, right? Let's get it. Go ahead.
Honorable Khan, sir. And he spake unto Korah and unto all his company, saying, even tomorrow of the Lord will show you who are his.
Right. He said, you say you in charge, you all puffed up, you done puffed yourself up. Tomorrow the Lord will show you who is here. He'll show you what he dealing with. But remember, he had fell on his face. Read on real fast.
Honorable Khan, sir. And who is holy and will cause him to come near unto him.
Right. Go ahead.
Honorable Khan. Even him whom he have chosen will he cause to come near unto him.
Right. You say you in charge, moving like this. Don't worry. Tomorrow the Lord will show you. The Lord is showing us by what he's letting these devils do. And he showed us by putting us in captivity. We was puffed up too. We stopped following them laws, statutes, and commandments. We stopped caring for the flock. You understand? We did the same thing. Somebody get me the story. Your dad gonna stick with me. Somebody real quick, get me the story. Haas, get me the story where Nehemiah had to step to the leaders of Israel who was extorting the people in the housing. Y'all, you know it. Come up, but stick with me, you die. Let's read this. I'm gonna try to speed up a little bit. We'll continue it upstairs tonight anyway, all right? Y'all stick with me. Let's ride.
Honorable Khan, sir. Honorable Khan, and when Moses, and every one of them which the Lord among them, wherefore then lift yourselves up above the congregation of the Lord.
Somebody trying to get in the back? Is that what that is? Okay. Stay with me, you guys. Stay with me. I heard something rattle back there. Do y'all know? You got it? All right. Go ahead. Keep going.
Honorable Khan, sir. Khan Wakan. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 16 and verse 6.
Come on.
This do take you censers, Korah and all his company, and therefore put therein incense in them before the Lord tomorrow.
Right. They're going to put incense. They're going to set up these incenses to honor the Lord, to go before the Lord to see what the Lord's will is. Go ahead.
Khan Wakan.
Many cats try to come before the Lord in the wrong spirit. They don't have the agenda on their mind. They there for their own gain. You want to be there because the Lord called you to. Give me the 2. Loud. Say it loud. And the other?
Protect the flock.
That's what I'm talking about. Have that in your mind. And that's why I brought up the story with General Muhammad with the council. Like he take that counsel that he gave last night and many times before, that's taking care of the flock. That's the agenda. That's what we all got to get on. We all got to get on that agenda. You got a job to do. Every Hebrew around you is your responsibility in some way, shape, or form. Every last one of them. And the Lord said, y'all know it in the New Testament. Somebody get this other scripture where the Lord said through Peter, take the oversight. Y'all know that one? You up there? Give me the one with Peter, take the oversight. Go ahead.
Khan Wakan, sir.
Nice and fast and loud.
Khan Wakan.
Question? Come on with it.
So your question about Maduro, is it because he was not able to feed and protect Venezuela?
It's because he did not do it.
Mm.
You understand? Like if you had West Philly, if you was giving West Philly to be over tonight, you got to deal with all those who are preying on the people, including terrorists, including drug dealers. You got to declare no more selling drugs. I know y'all made billions. Y'all living in mansions. Y'all got cartels, but y'all got to give it all up to save these people. These poor people living in this shanty town, they got to be fed now. They got to be clothed now. They got to be housed now. That's what Moses had to do. You watching Moses wipe out a bunch of drug dealers and thieves and selfish, evil-ass men. You watching Moses about to kill them right now. Humble, before the Most High Moses is about to open the ground up on these niggas. You know what I mean? And that's what he should have been doing. You know what I mean? Go ahead. And the Lord would have been with him. Instead, he trusted in another nation. He trusted in the heathens. And that takes faith. You got to have faith to do this job. You shouldn't even be in the truth if you got no faith. You should go home and try to gain some faith or come to class and learn how to have faith. If you don't have faith, you shouldn't be here because it takes faith to do what we do. This is like a crazy man's job, to be honest with you. Like only you got to be a little nutty to say, I'm going to go help fix blacks and Latinos and Native Indians. These niggas is getting high, shooting, the holidays, they burning down half the city, and you talking about you finna save them. You better believe in the Most High. Because here's the thing, the Lord never loses. I don't care how bad it looks, the Lord never loses. And if you have put your faith in the Most High, you will not lose. But it takes faith. Come on, we're going to do it.
And it shall be that the man whom the Lord will choose, he shall be holy. He shall take upon you, ye sons of Levi.
Go ahead.
And Moses said unto Korah, here I pray, ye sons of Levi, seeing it done a small thing unto you, that the God of Israel have separated you from the congregation of Israel.
And Moses was a deep cat. Remember, they puffed themselves up like they was the leaders. But Moses looked at it like, you think it's a small thing? The Lord done separated you from the rest of Israel. You don't think that's you don't see how serious that is? You sitting up there thinking you in power when you sitting up separated from Israel. You gonna mess around and the Lord gonna deal with you. You done been separated from the rest of Israel. You think that's a small thing? Go ahead,
To bring you near to himself, to do the service of the tabernacle of the Lord.
Right. You think it's small that you've been called up to lead these people to now you're going to serve in the tabernacle? You think it's small? You should have your head right. You should be for the Lord. Go ahead.
and to stand before the congregation
Come on.
to minister unto them. And he hath brought thee near to him, and all thy brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee, and seek ye the priesthood also.
Right. He raised you up. He brought you in power. And you want the priesthood too? Instead of saying, man, look, the Lord done raised me up. He done got me right. I'm getting on his agenda. I'm going to follow these laws, statutes, commandments. I'm going to take care of these people. You don't do that. You now, and you was in one level of power. Now you want all the power. You want Moses to break us off some of that power he got. Moses said to them, man, you don't see that it's a little, you should be afraid. You should be scared. Like Maduro should have been scared to make sure that them drugs wasn't in that country. He should have been afraid to let all that wealth and resources not go to them brothers and sisters. They living in shacks. Like, you know what I mean? You got to be pissed off. Now, he might have been a little angry about it, but did he go about taking care of it? Did he do what was necessary? There's one thing if you in captivity. See, you can't go out and fight the white man. You in captivity. But he was not in captivity. Scripture said, if you are free, remain free. He was a free man over a whole country. What was them generals doing? Where was they at? Where was they men? Did they get a paycheck? The next day, the vice president said, yeah, I'm going to help the U.S. in the transition. The next day, the U.S. is powerful and scary. The Most High is more powerful, more scary. You stay with the Most High, you might not get all the drug money and the dope money, but you will have the Most High on your side. You don't, then it's just about whoever got more power. Whoever got more weapons and more power, that's who's going to be on top of it. Go ahead.
For which cause both thou and all thy company are gathered together against the Lord.
Come on.
And what is it that ye murmur against him?
What, right. You, and who was Aaron? What did Aaron do to you that you murmur against him? That's another sign for you to learn when somebody is trying to be out of order. They find somebody to accuse as evil. You know what I mean? That's went on in the past many times in the scripture. Remember, what's the sister that the two Africans accused of having sex with her? They call her Susanna in the other scripture. Yeah, she remember her case? Like when you want to destroy somebody, you start with the false accusations. You start to bring them down with those lines. That's what went on down there in South and Central America. That's not what's supposed to go on. And guess what? The rest of the countries better clean house and get on the side of the Most High. They should have been tore down them Catholic churches. They know them Catholic churches was molesting them babies. They molesting, you know how many people, how many children was molested in them Catholic churches down there, man? How many of them they put on planes with no papers and no records and flew to places all over the country? You got Latino babies and brothers that done been flown all over the country, trafficked from the 1800s. God damn it. From the 1800s. You think that's going to fly? All these brothers and sisters you see out here selling dope and on the corners and shooting up, it seems like they're getting away with it. Some getting cases, some not. Nobody's getting away from the Most High. Nobody. Everybody is going to come to that seat. Either you repent and Christ give you a hall pass, or you go into the principal's office. And it ain't going to be nice. You had your hand up, Salakia. Passing the mic, please, if you can. Oh, man, it don't reach no more. You don't have a cordless one no more? Oh, you got charged. Okay.
Salakia, General, I had a question. So I was saying,
oh, okay.
Okay. So I seen on the news where I was seeing a lot of Venezuelans being happy that he was caught. Can you explain that, sir?
Yeah. It's called Propaganda 101. Don't believe what you see on the TV screen. You know what I mean? What was going on in Venezuela, like all countries, and bad moves destroy a good situation. Here's what it is. The people you see protesting were already set up by the U.S. to protest once they took them out of there. They was already paid and all that. Y'all hear about the riots going on in Iran? They already was paid to go out there and the riot. They looking like they about to take over the country. One thing the white man is, remember the scriptures say he's the most subtle beast in the field. He's better at convincing people and brainwashing and so forth than anybody else. There's no better manipulator on the planet than the white man. There's no better manipulator than him. So all that was planned. You know what I'm saying? And here's what the struggle was. Here's why what Maduro could have done would have been great. Because Maduro was empowering the farmers. He was empowering the poor people. Basically, he was empowering us. He was doing that. The opposition was really for Esau. It was really the Edomites that lived down there. That's another quiet, kept secret among the Latin tribes. The Latin tribes know that everybody in their country is not Israel. Tons of people are not Israel, and then tons of people are Israel. Somebody turned this on? Was that her voice I heard? Huh? Oh, I got you. No problem. I'm gonna go on. So that's what you saw. You saw groups of really Edomite loving protesters already gathered together. And here's the thing about them, which is right along what we read. Well, the thing about them is those are the ones looking for the paycheck. They ain't looking to get in power and help these poor farmers and these people living in these shanty towns. They looking to get in power to get rich themselves. But what Maduro and them supposed to have been trying to do is get in power to not to feed themselves, but to get in power to take care of the people who have been cut off. But instead, they went and did the same thing and fed themselves. Go ahead, you die. So what?
Verse 12.
Let's go.
And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, which said, will you not come? We will not come up. It is a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of a land that floweth with milk and honey to kill us in the wilderness, except thou make thyself altogether a prince over us.
Right. What was they doing? These cats were struggling over power. That's what went on with those cats back then. And that's what went on in Venezuela. They struggling over power. And remember what we said earlier? The world operates like drug dealers, right? So what does a drug dealer do when he sees the cat on the next corner? Has infighting with his people and they ain't getting along. What does he do? If he's a good drug dealer, what does he do? I see y'all was bad drug dealers. Y'all all got cases, huh? Yeah. Y'all was not good at it. Go ahead, Marah.
So
I see why y'all decided to come in the truth. Y'all knew y'all weren't gonna make that dope money out there. Go ahead.
So like I said, he would instigate it and do whatever he could to monopolize.
To cause what?
To cause more damage so that he can monopolize.
Right, to make it fall.
Kind of God.
You know what I mean? To make it fall. And that's exactly what he did. Who knows who betrayed him? How you go into a country, take the president out in 4 hours with no opposition, don't lose a single helicopter, and you got two of the biggest superpowers on earth off of your coast with all kinds of electronic warfare, all kind of weaponry, all kind of hypersonic weapons, all kinds of, anti-aircraft weapons. You got them off your coast, supposed to be allying you, and not a single shot get fired. How you get taken out? You got infighting and betrayal and greed and lust. And so you have no real structure. That's why this truth is so important. And that's why this structure This structure that's getting set up with Christ is going to be the biggest, best structure in the world. Them 12, after Judas became a traitor and they added another brother to make 12, them 12 stuck together to the end of their life. And 12 ran this nation to the end of their life. And once Esau moved on them, Paul had already set himself up. And Paul didn't even have a rebellion against him. Paul's team was tight as shit. You ain't read nowhere in there where they was any infighting with his team. His team ran clean and tight. Why? Somebody tell me why. You've been here an hour with me, goddammit. Come on now. No, he did right, because what? That's what I'm talking about. If you get men that take that agenda, that learn this truth, you're going to see something before your eye. You're going to see something that's going to shock you. They're going to break your heart. If I take 5 brothers in here with that same spirit and send you out to do the work of the Lord, you're going to break each other's heart. Somebody tell me why. Go ahead, Marah. No. Why are you going to break each other's heart? Somebody tell me why. Raise your hand and shout it out. Nobody know? I sent 5 brothers out. All of them got the agenda to do 2 things: protect the flock and feed the flock. Why are they going to break each other's heart? When I say break each other's heart, not in a bad way. Maybe I'm posing the question wrong. They're going to break each other's heart, you understand, towards the work that they do. Tell me why. Not. Yes. It'll be because those 5 brothers are all on the same agenda. You understand? And because they're on the same agenda, they're going to come up with ways to do their job among the 5 that's going to say to you, you're going to say to yourself, damn, these cats are bad. And why are you going to say these cats are bad? Now answer me that question. Why am I going to? I'm out with 4 brothers. We all got that same agenda. At the end of the day, I'm like, damn, these cats is bad. Why am I saying that? Why am I so passionate about it? Why am I thinking that way? Marah, come on with it. You would be amazed to see the works that are done amongst the brothers. Yes, but take it home to me. What about me that makes me so, damn, these cats is bad? Why am I saying that? Yes, because I'm the same way. Like, I got an agenda. And these cats is moving on the agenda because it's theirs. Brother, the brotherhood is a weapon. You hear me? It's a weapon we have not even begun to wield yet on a real level. You put brothers together. The Lord said, how does it go? Y'all break it down for me. 2 and 3. How's it go? I don't want to quote it wrong. Anybody know it? Go ahead, Cat.
2 or 3 are in the midst of me, then Christ is spirit.
Then I am in the midst thereof. But then there's another one that you add to it. Who knows that one? Go ahead, Marah. Yes, it said 2 is good. A 3-fold cord is hard to break. You get 3 brothers together in the same agenda, they hard to break. That's why these brothers do so much damage out here in evil. Because you get 3 brothers together in evil, they're going to do some damage out here. They ain't going to be successful because the Lord ain't with them. But they're going to do a lot of damage. They're going to kill people, sell drugs, steal cars, rape women, go to jail, live the high life for a moment, get shot up, get killed, all kinds of stuff, jump off a building trying to escape the cops. They're going to do all kinds of stuff. They're going to be like them boys in Chicago. They're going to get famous, make videos, get known, all that. And then they're going to die because the Lord ain't with them. But imagine 3 brothers that come into the truth. Imagine you decide you're going to let your life go and you're going to take on the life the Lord wanted you to take on. You're going to make it your business to take care of these people. You're going to make it your business to make sure these brothers is protected, to watch over these brothers, to watch over this thing that the Lord put in front of you. You're going to take so serious your job that you only going to bring it to like-minded brothers to team up with you to do this. Brother, you about to do damage. You about to hurt this game. You understand? I just want to make sure I ain't missing nothing. The general bring Mike out. Let me hold on. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 4:12. My y'all gave me the script on. You see that? See what I'm saying? These niggas is bad. I'm trying to tell you. See what I'm saying? Come on. Read on. Where we going at it, y'all? I'm way over the time with this.
Numbers 16 and 15.
Come on.
And Moses was very wroth and said unto the Lord,
come on,
respect not their offering. I have not taken one ass from them.
See that? I ain't taking nothing from them, Lord. Don't respect their selfishness. Don't respect their greediness. Don't respect that I fought for these people. Moses dragged them people out of Egypt. They trying to kill him at every turn. And he fighting for them. And that's a theme I learned in these scriptures. And we're going to read about David too. In these scriptures, men of God fight for this nation and are hated. And they're hated mostly by men that want to be in power and don't want to do what they did to get in power. Don't want the seat that they have. And brother, men like that, the Lord going to put you to death if you do not take on that right spirit. In here, these brothers that's in charge of here, they've been warring and grinding. And many of y'all now is warring and grinding. You better war and grind with them two agendas in your heart. You understand? And understand this. The Most High said, I sifted the heart. Y'all remember that scripture? The Lord sift the heart. Stop playing with the Lord like he's a bitch you can lie to. Stop doing that. Stop acting like he don't see your ass in your bedroom. He see you. He see that shit that's in you. That shit living inside you. The Lord see it, dum-dum. Don't you know? He said, I made the eye. Can I not see? You got to know he see that shit. And you got to stop playing with it. And stop acting. Don't pretend no more. Fix. That's what you do. Fix. Correct shit in you. Don't play with your position. Don't play. That's why he said, if you think it's a small thing, you was separated from Israel. And listen, this falls on y'all too. Y'all been separated from the rest of Israel's out there in the world, celebrating New Year's, partying on the weekend, smoking blunts. You've been separated from them. Now, which agenda you going after? Because we about to read what happened to these niggas for going after the wrong agenda. You better read what the real agenda is and find out what it is and get on board. And brother, once you get on board, it's going to be fucking beautiful, man. It's going to be beautiful. Come on with it, Yediah. Read it for me.
Khan, sir. Neither have I hurt one of them.
Right. Moses was angry at him because they was ready to overthrow Moses and he took nothing from him. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 16. And Moses said unto Korah, be thou in all thy company before the Lord, thou and they and Aaron tomorrow.
Come on.
And take every man his censer and put incense in them. And bring ye before the Lord every man in his censer, 250 censers thou also, and Aaron each of you his censer. And they took every man his censer and put fire in them and laid incense thereof and stood in the door of the tabernacle of the congregation with Moses and Aaron. And Korah gathered all of the congregation against them into the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the glory of the Lord appeared unto all the congregation.
They got these fools together, gathered them together against Moses and them. And the Lord came down and appeared in the congregation. None of these nations are getting away with it, whether it be us or the heathens. We better be on the side of the Most High. Go ahead. Read it real quick.
Khan, verse 20. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation.
Come on.
That I may consume them in a moment. And they fell upon their faces and said, O God, the God of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, wilt thou be wroth with all this congregation?
Go ahead.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah Dathan, and Abiram. And Moses rose up and went into Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him.
Right. He got up. The Lord said, tell the congregation, get the hell up out of here. I'm about to get it on with these cats. Y'all get up out of here. And Moses and them got up, and the elders went with him. They left with him. Come on. This is the power we dealing with. Go ahead.
Khan, sir. And he spake unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tent of these wicked men, and touch.
Right. Go ahead. Move away from them. Go ahead.
Khan, sir.
They not here to help this congregation. They ain't here to protect it. They ain't here to feed it. They here to be over it. Go ahead.
Khan, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins.
Yikes. Come on.
So they get up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan and Abiram on every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out and stood on the door of their tents, and their wives and their sons and their little children. And Moses said, hereby ye shall know that the Lord has sent me to do all these works. I have not done them on my own mind.
He didn't do this of his own mind. He knew that he had an agenda from the Lord. He didn't think about himself. He thought about what it was he was called to do. Go ahead.
Khan. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord have not sent me. But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up, with all the obtain unto them, they go down quick into the pit, and they shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord. And it came to pass, as he made the end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that obtained unto Korah, and all their goods. They and all that obtained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation.
The Lord says 6 days he ate. 7 is an abomination to him. A proud look. A proud look. You understand? Maduro was up there. How you gonna be a drug dealer if it's true, alleged? Well, how you gonna have a country selling all drugs, and you gonna now and infighting, and now you gonna threaten the United States to come get you when you know you sinning against the Most High? Once again, that's our job. We give up our sins. We become brand new. Then we can say the Lord's words. Because our agenda ain't no carnal ass. We ain't selling drugs in the back. This is why they be sending agents and investigators around all the time. Because that's what Elijah Muhammad and them was doing in the 60s. They was bringing him dope money. They was extorting people on their own. Not he himself, but his men was doing it. They was extorting people, running all kind of operations, and they was bringing tons of money into the Nation of Islam. Can that go on in here? Hell no. Why not? Because not having the Lord on your side, you're going to lose. I guarantee it. You're going to lose. It might seem like following the Lord's statutes and commandments sometimes is hard. Sometimes you might even make mistakes. Whatever the case is, you get back up. Why? Why you get back up, y'all? Give me the 2.
To protect the people.
Come on. There you go. Burn it in your soul. Burn it in your soul, lot. So your head will be right. Burn it in your soul, so when Satan come and whisper in your ear, you can go refer to that. And if what Satan's whispering in your ear don't match that, you can say, I ain't doing that. When he come to you and say, look, you could do this, and this, and you're going to come off good. When he come with that agenda, run your program through his head, through your head. What am I supposed to be doing here? When that sister that wants to give you that tail, it ain't right. And you know she ain't right, but she's trying to serve it up to you. You understand? Run that to your pro. What am I doing here? I'm taking care of the flock. I'm protecting them and I'm feeding them. Am I protecting and feeding this broad? Or am I about to eat the flock You about to eat the flock. You about to take the goodliest portion. You when that happens, you gonna know you out of pocket. You gonna be like, oh shit. Sis, I gotta go. You'll be running to the car because you're gonna know you're missing the point of why you here, or why you was called. And why you was called was not small. You understand? You wasn't called for no small occupation. You was called to be separated so that you could be the beacon to the brothers and sisters that need to come in here. But you can't be that beacon if you got sin and evil trailing behind you and Satan is playing you in that. Don't care what the world think about you, as long as you on that agenda. Somebody don't like you, fine. Somebody on your job want to accuse you of something false, fine. It ain't none of that's important as long as you on that agenda. And it'll be rectified anyway. Nobody should accuse a man of God. These people out here in the world, they try to set people up and lie and all that all the time. Nobody should accuse a man of God falsely. Right. It's a bad thing to do. Because you damn near blaspheming the Holy Spirit when you do that. Right. Things he doing is great, and you turn and now you speaking evil of him, you blaspheming the Holy Spirit. You starting to go down that road, okay, to evil. Shake that off, okay? I'm saying that for the world. I'm not saying for us in here. All right, come on, you die. Get me through this last verse, and then I got to go to another scripture. First of all, real quick, does anybody know the story of when the Philistines had trapped that group of Israelites off? I forget what tribe it was in, and they needed help. And David got his men together, and they went down there and they fought against them Philistines. Anybody remember where it is? Because that particular story was important because it also tells you how they turned on David after he had went and delivered them out of the captivity they in. Boy, I wish one of y'all could find me that story, because it was a small portion of David's history, but it was a great example of leadership and how you're supposed to operate as opposed to the way these brothers have been operating in Central and South America. That dope has been coming into the United States, into our neighborhoods for years, since the 80s. Meanwhile, you had all this oil, all this other stuff. You couldn't try to fight and find a way around all of that to get this done. Instead, you see some of them ghettos in South America. What's that country that they always show that has all them shanty towns up on a hill? Brazil. Like, goddamn. You know how much resources in Brazil, man? How much resources is in them jungles? You understand? And you free, and you a sovereign country? Man, give us a shot. Give us a shot. We'll show you what to do with all that good stuff. Selfishness can never rule a nation unless you're an Edomite. If you're an Edomite, all that works. That's why Donald Trump is one of their greatest presidents in their mind. But it don't work in the nation of Israel. It don't work among us, even if you're in the world. We are terrible drug dealers. Terrible. We terrible drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? We terrible sinners. We sinners as a people, but we bad as hell at it. We ain't even good at it. We bad at it. We don't never get away with no sin. Go ahead, General.
So I was saying,
I want the water. Go ahead, you die. What you got?
Khan, sir, Numbers chapter 16.
I want to read all of this, but I know I ain't gonna get to it. I got less than a half hour before we over. But I got the Maccabees, I got Isaiah, I got all that. Come on.
Khan. And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, lest the earth swallow us up also. And there also came out a fire from the Lord that consumed the 250 men that offered incense. And the Lord said unto Moses, saying, speak unto Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, that he take up the censers of the burning, and scatter thou the fire yonder, for they are hallowed. the censers of these sinners against their own souls, let them make broad plates for a covering of the altar. For they offered them before the Lord. Therefore are they hallowed, and they shall be a sign unto the children of Israel.
Right. So they took these censers, man, and the Lord destroyed them with them censers. But then the Lord said, look, wait a minute, we'll go get the censers, because they did sacrifice that. So they holy. Go get them censers, even though them niggas is in that hole. Go get that censer. Go ahead.
I bought that as the precept, sir, with David and the Philistines.
Okay, I'm gonna come to that in a second, all right? This is the one when they turned on them, right? Yes, sir. Okay, that's the one I want. Go ahead, read.
Khan, sir. And Eleazar the priest took the brazen censers, wherewith they said, burnt have offered, and they were made broad plates for a covering of the altar, to be a memorial unto the children of Israel.
Jump ahead if you could, you died, to when they were murmuring. Real quick. Sorry to drag on, y'all. Jump ahead when the congregation started to murmur.
Khan, sir. Khan. Verse 41. But on the morrow, all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, saying, ye have killed the people of the Lord.
Right. They saw the Lord put them to death, but they charged Moses for killing these people of the Lord who they thought were righteous, because these were leaders that was in charge, but these were greedy leaders. These were leaders that wanted power and wealth and everything else. They wanted Moses' seat. They were just greedy. And these cats got killed. And the rest of the people who didn't know, the ignorant among our people, was like, why? Moses was wrong. He went and killed those men of God. But Moses was dead right, because what they wanted was to be evil. And this happened many times. Haas, you still holding Nehemiah for me? Yes, sir. I'm coming to that after this one that Abad got with David. Go ahead, read on.
Jump down.
Please.
Khan, verse 47. And Aaron took.
And just so you know, I'm jumping ahead, but the Lord started killing us just for murmuring. Just for murmuring on what was righteous that Moses had done to do what? What did Moses do? That's gonna be my signal. I'm gonna be. Y'all better back me up, Philly. When the Passover come, I'm gonna get up on the podium. Y'all better back me up. You know what I'm saying? Like Moses was doing it. We got them out of there. He was protecting them. He was teaching them. He was feeding them. He cracked the rock open and fed them water out of a rock in the desert. But these cats couldn't see it. And a ton of these leaders that's in the world, that's even over whole countries, can't see what the Lord is showing you. Christ turned around and said, I thank thee, Lord, that thou hast kept this from the wise and prudent and given it on to babes. What I'm giving you tonight, this can make you an amazing leader. Damn right. And it's coming from the Most High, not me. This brother can make you a stellar leader. You ain't gonna be loved. If that's what you're looking for, I ain't got nothing for you. But you will be good at your job. You will be good. You will please the Lord. Will you be loved? Not so much. Not so much. But you will be able to do your job. You will have foresight in what it is you should be doing. You will have clarity on what your agenda should be. You won't have confusion to where you get carried off by Satan, which he got all the devices. This phone right now is damn near terrorist. Man, this thing right here, you spend too much time on this, you'll think you should be an astronaut or some shit. Watch, listening to this bullshit. You know what I mean? It's a lot. Come on with it.
Aaron took as Moses commanded, and ran in the midst of the congregation, and behold, the plague was begun among the people.
He was killing Israel for this murmuring. Go ahead.
He put on incense and made an atonement for the people. And he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stayed.
Go ahead.
Now that they died in the plague were 14,700. Besides that, they died above the matter of Korah. And Aaron returned unto Moses into the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the plague was stayed.
And the plague was stayed. Another part, when we came up against Moses, the Lord said, I would wipe them out and start a new nation with you, which is big honor. The Lord said he was going to give Moses the same seat that Abraham had. He was going to say, he said, I'll start a new congregation with you. What did Moses say? Somebody please get that quick for me. You got it? Do you have it? I want you to read it for me real fast, please, y'all, while we got a little time. Read what Moses, go somebody find that real quick. Tell me what Moses said to the Lord when he said, I will raise that. Brother, this is what I'm reading to you. Boy, I hope you can get the real gist of this. We're talking about a world event God is saying to Moses. The most high power. He just parted the Red Sea out. He just handed Moses the tablets. Like you standing next to the power of all powers. He drowned the Egyptian army. He sent ships down to protect Israel in the day and in the night. Now he's saying, I'm going to take you and I'm going to make a whole new nation out of you. I'm going to kill all these niggas. Go ahead. You got it. Read it.
Oh God, maybe 32 verse 9.
Nice and loud and fast.
And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
This is a hard-headed crew right here. Go ahead. Come on. Nice and loud.
Therefore, let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot.
Wait a minute. Get this, fam. Get this. Read that part again.
Now, therefore, let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them.
Now, wait a minute. Why did he say, let me alone? First of all, who's he talking to? First of all, who's talking? Go ahead. Yes. And what did he say to Moses? Let me alone. Now, somebody, come on, scholars. Somebody tell me, why did he say that to Moses? Go ahead. Somebody, you got to work it in better. Come on.
Moses was going to him to plead for Israel.
Moses was on his job. Moses was on his job so much, the Lord said, man, leave me alone, man. You going to kill these niggas, man. Leave me alone. You bugging me, but leave me alone. I'm done. I'm going to fuck these niggas up and start with you, Salah. You understand? Like we don't serve a dead power. We don't worship a statue. We serve a living power. That's why his mercy is greater than all, because he's alive. Go ahead. Read on.
Now I may consume them.
Ooh, wait.
Make thee a great nation.
You know he a Judite. He like, look, man, don't even bother me, man. I'm gonna fuck these niggas up. I don't even want to talk about it, Jake. I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to handle this. Don't even, you trying to like lead a gun, man. Lead a gun. Nah, them niggas disrespecting me, man. I'm going to kill with them. Moses up there in the jail. He trying to stop the power of all powers. They got pissed off. He about to smoke Israel. You understand? And now Moses is in a betwixt. But he's on his agenda. He's on his job. This is the only thing gonna make the Most High stand with you. Read. Finish reading. Keep on going.
Moses besought the Lord his God and said, Lord, my God, thy wrath wax hot against thy people.
He about to chill the Most High out. Come on.
Which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt.
Come on.
With great power.
Come on.
And with a mighty hand.
Come on.
Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, for mischief did he bring them out to slay them in the mountains.
Now stop right there. Walk me home. Why did Moses say that? Why did Moses say that? Why did Moses say that? And why did Moses know that he could stop the Most High with that? Why would he say that? Why would he give a damn what the Egyptians thought? Did he give a damn what the Egyptians thought? Come on, cat.
So maybe he knew that we'll get the Lord to have mercy upon him.
Give him a hand, y'all. Hey, give him a hand. Like, do you think Moses gave a damn about what the Egyptians thought? Moses ain't care about what the Egyptians thought, but he wanted the Lord to care about what the Egyptians thought. He wanted the Lord to find a reason to not smoke these hard heads. Why? Why did Moses want a reason for the Lord not to kill them people? Anybody? I'm going to throw something at one of y'all. Y'all better answer this question. Come on. Yeah, that's his job. Like Cap already gave, Ahmad already said, because he was trying to carry out his agenda. So he goes to the Lord like, Lord, the Egyptians going to talk about you. Why are you going to do this? Why are you going to let your anger get the best of you? And you know these Egyptians going to say, see, the Lord brought him out here. They going to punk you, man. They're going to act like you ain't who you are. Moses trying to manipulate the Lord out of killing us. God damn. That's a bad ass finger. You hear me? Like, you got to face off the power of powers. And you got, listen. You got to face the power of all power. And you got to convince him not to kill us. You better find some fly shit to say. You know what I mean? You can't hustle him. It's the most time. And you nagging him. He already done said, get out my way. That's a bad cat. That's a cat focused. That's a cat focused deep. And remember now, he's over 80 years old while this is going on. This is a cat that worked from his youth to help these people get out of this land. This is a cat that was so on his game that he moved them people against the Egyptians' will and got them up out that country, man. It's a bad, these people we read about in this Bible, shit. When you go down that line, brother, you'll find yourself short compared to what they did. And you should find yourself in a fight to be as good as them. Because ain't nothing changed. Flesh is still the same. 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, and a mouth. It's still the same. We ain't morphed into nothing. We ain't changed nothing. We still the same. So that means, guess what? The Lord could do it with you. That's right. But can you carry out that? Can you be that focused? Can you be that focused to carry something like that out? Is that it on that? That's pretty much it on that. Go ahead. Let's just hear what the Lord said. Come on, we get up off it. Come on. Come on.
And consume them from the face of the earth.
And consume them off of the face of the earth. Come on.
Turn from thy wicked ways. Repent of this evil against thy people. Remember Abraham.
Wait a minute. Hold it now. Who said this? Who is he talking to? Who are you telling to repent? I'm through with it. I'm through with it. That was a bad dude. That's a cat that loved the people he served. That's a cat that was trying to deliver a people and a bloodline because his love for the Most High was beyond what you could believe. That's a real rough cat right there. You understand? Like the Lord knew who he was calling. When he went to him and told him, come up there to this burning bush and showed him who he was, he knew he was seeing into the mind of that cat that was down there taking care of those people. Remember, he's also the man that when the Midianites was hassling them sisters, I mean, I forget what they were. I think they were Arabians. Were hassling them sisters down there. He got up and fought for them to where when they went back to their father in Midian, his father said, why y'all come so early? Meaning usually they know they got to wait because the men harass them and take over the well. And so they got to wait till the men finish and then get their water. They turned to their father and said, nah, man, there was a dude out there, man. And he went and whooped their ass and we got our water first. That is what was in Moses. That's who he is. That's who you gonna have to become to do what he did. You're gonna have to be a man that understands that this is the culmination of God's will in this earth is to bring forth this nation and make it the rulers of this earth under his rules. That is the agenda. And you gotta step in there with it. You got to walk into that place with him. You got to now become that man that really is about this thing. Then, brother, you won't even have to, nobody won't have to give you the ideas. The ideas, you'll be bringing the ideas to your commanding officer. Be like, check this out. Da, 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 da. We can help a lot of people that way. And your commanding officer will be like, well, damn, that's some fly shit. Yeah, let's do it. You be the man saying, listen, now we should do this, this, and this, and this, because there's a little danger over here. There's a problem over here. Brother's got this issue that's plaguing them, and I think we better be careful here. And your commanding officer will be like, damn, you on it. Let's go. That's what you got to become. That's what Maduro is not. And Maduro ain't it because Maduro ain't been humbled down to take this great knowledge that come out this book. They got Catholic Bibles all goddamn down there. The whole goddamn country is filled with Roman Catholic churches. Venezuelans in the shanty town, water dripping through the ceiling, and they still in there doing the rosary. Victims of all types of child molestation. And they ain't even scratched the surface of what you are learning in the Israelite school of UPK. And more importantly, they'll never be able to rise to the top and not forget what they've learned. Something you gonna do. You gonna do it, or you gonna die. You gonna be that leader. Otherwise, you better get up out of here now, man, and get you a kufi and a bean pie and a bow tie fast. Quickly. Run. Y'all got any suits? Bean pies? I'm on. Quickly. Because you ain't gonna make it up in here. Go ahead, Slocky, General. Okay, to what? Let's roll. Where we at? We done with that? All right, Haas, give me which two are you holding again?
I'm holding oversight.
Okay. Give me oversight. Give me Nehemiah. Then give me Ibad. Let's roll. And wait, before you go, any questions? Nobody? No questions? Let's do it. Anything online? Let's rock, Haas.
Taking the flock of the Most High, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof.
Oversight. That's exactly what I'm talking about with my two. Take the oversight. Get your agenda locked in. Take the oversight, meaning look at what is needed with them and tend to it. Look over. Before they fall in the ditch, let them know not to fall in the ditch. Before they starve to death, let them not starve to death. Before they kill themselves, get up in the front, make sure they don't kill themselves. Take the oversight for these people. Go ahead.
Not by constraint.
Not by constraint. Don't try to be them cats seeking some type of power so that you can be, Big Billy Wise. No. But how? But willingly. But willingly. So you don't sit up there like, I got to deal with these brothers. I got to deal with this. When you've been called into a great calling. This is what Maduro and them needed to learn. You know what I mean? This is what they needed to learn. They should have stayed deep down in the bush, kept the drugs out. It should have been a problem. They should have been in them scriptures seeking the priests that knew what it was that they needed to do. And they should be doing it in the other countries. Because those are the bloodlines of the 12 lost tribes of Israel. And they was not in captivity like we was. All of them are ultimately under the hand of Esau. But they wasn't in it like they wasn't as deep as we are up here. And they should have been taking care of the nation and spreading that all the way up. And the ones that came into this country should have already had the agenda that black people was on their side. How the hell are you going to send them up here from them countries and have them believing that we're their enemy and they should not stand with us? just the same way we fight with our own to make sure that we stand with them. And I commend every brother that stands up and does that. How the hell you gonna stand up? How the hell you gonna be an Israelite and not press the issue among Judah and Benjamin that you got to love these cats, man? That's what, once again, why are we pushing that agenda? Yes, yes. Because is it dangerous if the flock doesn't know who their brothers are? You damn right it is. Is it dangerous if the flock doesn't know who they're supposed to come to when they're hungry and who they're supposed to feed when they're abundant? Is that dangerous to the well-being of the nation of Israel? Yes, it is. Because it means confusion. It means conflict. It means it could all fall. It means infighting. It means ignorance. Yes, it's important. And it's our agenda just like it should have been their agenda. Especially Maduro. He's a brother. Dark skinned, at least he seemed like, unless he's something else, Elam, I don't know his history. But I assume from Chavez that these is brothers that took over. You know what I'm saying? And should have been working with brothers up here. They know about us. You know what I mean? They know about us. They should have been on that and helping themselves and helping the brothers that's up there, that's up here, rather, and sisters that's up here. Go ahead. Not for the cash, not for the money. Go ahead. But if you're having your mind ready, ready to do what it takes to carry out that agenda like Moses did. Come on. Not like a lord over the Most High's heritage, like those brothers that moved against Moses, like those same generals and stuff. They over this whole nation. And you got people living in shacks. Come on, man. For decades, you over this whole nation. You know what I mean? And it was shameful because, you know, the United States went into Panama. And y'all, some of y'all might be too young to know about it. But the United States invaded Panama. It was a brutal invasion. They invaded Panama out. They killed the entire Panamanian army. The whole security force of Panama took back the canal because they claimed, what was his name? Noriega, they claimed he was a drug dealer, which is not far-fetched down there. I can't guarantee it is alleged. He's still in prison right now. But here's what was more shameful. What was more shameful was that the United States went down into Panama and made Panama beautiful. Made Panama beautiful. They running it now. You go to Panama now, brother. It's like going to New Jersey. It's just like going to New Jersey. Why did they have to do it? Why did the devil have to be honored with that? You down there, you in charge of the whole goddamn country. You got God's people underneath you. You got to fight for them. You got to fight for them. The devil he loves to take it over, and he loves to look great as he take it over. Watch Trump go build skyscrapers down there in Venezuela. There'll be Trump Towers in Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna take their money and spend that money partially on the people, and of course they're gonna gobble up as much of it as they want. But us, we want Moses' seat, but we don't want to do what Moses did. We got our own agenda. And brother, that's why them countries is in the situation that they in, even though many of them are free. You know what I'm saying? Cuba's another one. They got to get their act together. Because Esau making beachfront goddamn property, and he's the devil. That's what they was trying to do before Castro took over. Under Batista. Batista, according if the stories are true, he was a greedy bastard. He had all the white corporations down there about to rape the whole country. They was going to rape that country. He was giving the mob was going to run Cuba. That was going to be their playground. They had already set up the casinos and everything. If the story is right, they was going to whore out the tribe of Manasseh. And Fidel came in there, man, and took that shit over. But what did they do since then? It seemed like the Lord's chosen get lost in the end. You know what I mean? By the time Joshua got control of this nation, Joshua was breaking the nation off with portions of land. You take that, you take that, you take that, y'all take this, all according to the number and how big the congregation was. Joshua didn't keep all the land for himself. He didn't sit back with all the land. He broke them off. He helped them. And he protected them because you know he was a killer. He drew his sword on the angel. You know what he was about. You know, man, you didn't care what that angel looked like. But what? Get it on. He was that dude. You know, man, he carried out, you know what I'm saying, the two agendas. Come on with it. You got more?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Well, bring an example to the flock.
Go ahead.
That's it, sir.
Give me David. I got 15 minutes. Come on.
Yes, sir. This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 23, and verse 1. Then they told David, saying, Behold, the Philistines fight against Keilah, and they rob the threshing floors.
Hey, so the threshing floors is where the wheat comes in at, and how they wave the wheat. So they went down there and robbed the threshing floors from Israel, robbed the food, robbed the places where the priests held up. That's a priest's basic job anyway. You understand? Them 10% is so that the priest can watch over the flock. That was his job as a Levite. Now it's the job of every Israelite. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Therefore, David inquired of the Lord.
What's going on, y'all? Okay, so you need your team. Go ahead. The water. Let's finish up.
Kawakan. Therefore, David inquired of the Lord, saying, Shall I go and smite these Philistines?
Right. He inquired of the Lord, like, should I go ahead and stop them for what Israel, for their position with Israel and how they dealing with Israel? Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto David, Go.
That's right.
And smite the Philistines.
Take them boys out. Your job now, you can't go fight Esau. But here's what you can do is follow orders. Christ gave us the order that you prophesy on this truth. That's your order now. That's your fight now. Your fight is to wake up the rest of the nation of Israel. Your fight ain't to go carry a gun and snap a mag in there, you understand, and try to fight Esau. That's not your job. Esau's going to get fought, but he's going to be fought the way Christ wanted him to be fought. And Christ already said how he's going to fight. He said, wait till I rise up to the prey. And how you know it is by all these nations breaking out in the war. They're all breaking out in the war because the Lord is drawing them in to that valley of Jehoshaphat so they can have this third world war so that we can take over and become the people of God and rule this earth like it should be. And you got to have faith to believe in all these things. Go ahead,
Sir. Also, today they had an emergency UN meeting. I don't know if you heard about it.
I have it.
So today they had a meeting where everybody chimed in on everything that happened over the weekend.
Right.
And just two nations, China and Russia, commented saying that what Donald Trump did was so wrong. The only thing in my head, I was like, they're going to use that as an excuse to go do what they want to do, because they like, well, America doing it, y'all just talking. We going to do the same thing too. You can't get mad at us.
Listen, they like I said in the beginning, they operate like drug dealers. And listen, and for sure, you think that's bad. They are going to go and do that. But here's what's worse. Right now, the whole world is looking at Russia like you's a bitch. You were supposed to protect Syria. First of all, you were supposed to protect Ukraine. President of Ukraine ran up out of there. Then you were supposed to protect Syria. President of Syria ran up out of there. Then you're supposed to protect Iran. They bombed their nuclear facilities. Then you went and ran warships and planes down into Venezuela, and they went in there and snatched the president out in 4 hours under your bitch ass. If I'm running the block, I'm like, yo, we finna take this nigga out. He ain't shit. We done hit him 4 times. He ain't even retaliate. You understand? Go ahead, Op.
If I could, sir,
what you bringing out is heavy because you hear Trump talking about Cuba and Russia is all in Cuba.
That's why he feel that way. He went in there 4 hours. He didn't even get a hot headline behind this shit. They had the nigga tucked away, you know what I'm saying, with a snuggly and a lovable blanket before the fucking headline could hit the damn news. So of course he feeling the mother spot. He know Cuba hurting. He see Mexico talking, Colombia talking. You know what I mean? So don't nobody care what Russia and China got to say now. Everybody want to know what y'all gonna do. Y'all said you was gonna back them, but I see you came up against, you understand, you came up against the great Satan, and he showed you that the devil rules here. You know what I mean? And let me read the oh shit, I need your diet. Damn, somebody get your diet the text. Whose number would he have? Let him text, tell him to text knock. Tell your diet to text knock the form that I sent him, that I emailed to him. Yes, matter of fact, can I wait a minute, let me see if I can send it to knock. We almost out of here, y'all. So I'm trying to fit in as much as I can. So let's go. We reading on David, right? Yes, go ahead, keep going.
And stay Keilah.
Verse 3. And David's men said unto him, Behold, we are afraid here in Judah. How much more then if we come to Keilah against the armies of the Philistines? Verse 4. Then David inquired of the Lord yet again, and the Lord answered him and said, Arise, go down to Keilah, for I will deliver the Philistines into thine hand.
Go ahead.
I can jump down to verse 10, sir, to where you want, sir.
Go
verse
ahead.
10.
Jump down.
Then said David, O Lord God of Israel, thy servant have certainly heard that Saul seeketh to come to Keilah, to destroy the city for my sake. Verse 11. Will the men of Keilah deliver me up into his hand? Will Saul come down as thy servant have heard? Or, O Lord God of Israel, I beseech thee, tell thy servant. And the Lord said, he will come down. And it's right here, sir. Verse 12. Then said David, will the men of Keilah deliver me and my men into the hand of Saul?
You see what David is saying? He's asking the Lord, man, am I in danger? Are they setting me up? This is a man that, once again, knew how to war for the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
And the Lord said, they will deliver thee up.
I'm sending it to you now, Knock. Go ahead. You got it already? He sent it? Oh, okay, excellent. I'm going to have you read it in a second. Go ahead.
That was pretty much.
Uh-huh.
You want to keep going? You want me to
go? No, I want you to get to the part where after he fought, how the congregation turned on him, the nation.
Yes, sir.
Can you jump to that? What verse you at? Tell Bob what verse you in. 5 and what? You in 5?
I'm in 1 Samuel 23 and verse 12.
Say again.
I'm at okay. 1 Samuel 23 and verse 12.
Down. If you could find it, give it to me. If not, I'll roll on. You want me to roll on and come back?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Haas, give me what you got, and then Knock, I want you to read that for me. All right. All right. You need to find it. Knock, go ahead and read it. Read it from the top. This is the doctrine that the United States set up in the 1800s. Okay. They set this up in 1823. This was set up by James Monroe, who was one of the earliest presidents that they had. Might have been like the 3rd or the 5th president, I think, right? Something like that. Go ahead. 5th president of the United States. This is what he said. Go ahead.
The Monroe Doctrine and manifest.
They took this up as law. Come on.
The Monroe Doctrine and manifest destiny. In the United States foreign policy position that opposes European colonialism in the Western Hemisphere.
Meaning, remember before, back in the day, 1700s, 1600s, even before that, the French had a piece of the land. This was like the new frontier. So the French had some, the British had some. They all had some of that land. What they already had, the United States said, y'all can keep what you got, but you can't get no more. You can't get no more. You can't take no more. You can't influence no more, because this is our backyard. This is our area. Y'all can't have none of it. Go ahead.
Okay, Salakia from the top. The Monroe Doctrine is the United States foreign policy position that opposes European colonialism in the Western Hemisphere.
Go ahead.
It holds that any intervention in the political affairs of the Americas by foreign powers is potentially hostile act against the United States.
So the United States held that doctrine even up till today. And so Russia and China sending warships and other things down there to Venezuela, they consider it a violation of the Monroe Doctrine. They consider it a violation of going in their backyard, even though they went in their backyard in Ukraine and went in their backyard in Taiwan. But they still feel like y'all in our backyard. So they went into Venezuela to show them how the U.S. does it. Go ahead.
Okay. The doctrine was central to America's grand strategy in the 20th century. President James Monroe first articulated the doctrine on December 2nd, 1823.
Go ahead.
During his 7th annual State of Union address to Congress, parentheses, though it was not named after him until 1850.
1850 is when they actually put the stamp on it for under him. Before that, it was just the U.S. doctrine. Okay, go ahead.
In parentheses, at the time, nearly all Spanish colonies in the Americas had either achieved or were close to independence.
Right, they were breaking forth. They was coming strong. Go ahead.
Monroe asserted that,
talking about the Caribbean, like British Virgin Islands and all them islands that the British used to own that now became free. You know what I mean? Almost all of them was ruled by Britain, but they was getting free. And as they was getting free in their independence, the U.S. said, now's the time to let them all know you can't come down here no more. You can't overthrow no lands. You can't influence no governments, which it was, sensible for that reason at that time. But now they trying to hold it over for this time. Okay, go ahead.
Monroe asserted, quote, that the New World and Old World were to remain distinctly separate spheres of influence.
Right. They didn't want nobody messing with the United States. He was president, 5th president of the United States. He was like, nobody's supposed to come down here messing with what we're doing here. Go ahead.
The 4 basic points. Number 1, the United States would not interfere in internal affairs of or the wars between European powers.
And the European powers better figure it out, because now if they really hold to that doctrine, that means they ain't backing Europe up. They're gonna get away from it. Bear with me. Let me read on. Hold your question though. Go ahead.
Number 2, the United States,
even though they all up in Europe bombing countries. Go ahead.
Number 2, the United States recognized and would not interfere with existing colonies and dependencies in the Western Hemisphere.
They was going to try to leave everything like it is. Give me Manifest Destiny and I'm going to be done.
Manifest Destiny was the belief in the United States that American settlers were destined to expand westward across North America.
Now, listen to this good. They said it was inevitable that we was going to expand all the way across to that West Coast, to California, all through the Midwest, all through the Gadites land. They said it was inevitable. They know how they are. Go ahead.
And that this belief was both obvious, parentheses, manifest, in parentheses, and certain, parentheses, in parentheses,
right,
destiny.
Meaning this was obviously going to happen. Go ahead.
This
is their doctrine to this day. Go ahead.
The belief is rooted in American exceptionalism.
Meaning because America is exceptional, we are going to go that way. That's why they bugged out now. Because they've been taught that they're greater than other people. That is what's messed them up. I can tell you about that in another class, but go ahead. Come on.
Romantic nationalism and white nationalism.
Right. Read it clear. In what? What's the first one?
Romantic nationalism.
Yeah, take your hand off of the mic. Move your hand down. Come on. Hit it hard for me.
Romantic nationalism.
Right. Romantic nationalism. That means you have a romance with the idea of your nationalism. Like it's a beautiful, wonderful thing, and it is better than anything else. That's what's going on right now under Trump. They having a romance with that. Go ahead.
And white nationalism.
And what?
White nationalism.
It's rooted. All of that is rooted in that and white nationalism, which is what they teach in their churches today. You go to white Christian churches, they teach white nationalism in those churches. And that's how they got to Manifest Destiny. Questions? Go ahead,
So that's why. So that's the reason why Trump went to NATO and said he's gonna be backing out and stop funding NATO and letting Europe handle their own business. And that's the reason.
That's partially true, but Trump is on a clear focus to gobble up the world. He is on the same agenda Adolf Hitler was, and he's saying that and listen, he ain't done with what he's doing, because by backing away from Europe, he's making Europe come to him, and his agenda is being carried out. He wants Europe to stop doing business with Russia because he wants to bury Russia. He wants to bury Russia so he can go into Central and South America freely, and they can face off and put pressure on China because they won't have Russia to back them up. So they know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They working that game. But here's the thing. What they working is heading right down into that Third World War. They little baby brother, the Israelis, is just not a good card player. He'd rather take out his gun and just shoot you. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the third hand, he like, fuck this. And they'd be in a shootout. Go ahead.
Because, sir, what you just saying just made perfect sense, because today they bombed some little 6-year-old girl.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. I'm not surprised. I mean, they leveled Palestine. They leveled it, and y'all heard, I'm coming to you. Yes, and y'all heard about what's the name of that country they just now about Somaliland? Y'all heard about that? Somaliland is this. There's a portion of Somalia that is way down close to the Middle East, across from Yemen, real close to the straits where they bring a lot of the oil out from, right? Now, the rebels in that area wanted independence. The Israelis recognized them as a regular nation in Somaliland. In exchange, Somaliland is supposedly about to take 2.5 million Palestinians off the Israelis' hand. So the Israelis is about to get ready to ship the Palestinians off the land totally and drop them into Africa. And they about to go and take over, probably join the U.S. to Israel as one nation in some kind of way. It's already the Americans' nation and Israel's, nation as well. It's already really merged faster than anything else. So that's what they got. That's the agenda that they have going forward. Once again, it's all the agenda of the Most High. This is serious prophecy that's going to manifest itself in this kingdom. And it is going to be glorious. You're going to see things and hear things, and things around the world are going to escalate like you've never seen before. And it is going to be because we walking towards the end of that time. The Egyptians were crumbling as well. They had all the wealth and all the power, and they was overstocked. They was falling apart as well. They was beating the children of Israel into the ground, like somebody's doing with us right now, AKA Carrot Top, AKA Small Hands, AKA all of that. You know what I'm saying? They doing the same thing, but they doing the same thing because they at the time of the end. And they was at the time of their end, the Egyptians. And they did those things, hoping to hold on to their empire. But no, at the end, they lost their empire. It got crushed into the ground and eventually taken over by Ptolemy, a Greek, one of Alexander's men. So the same is going to happen now. These prophecies never fail. They're going to bring all these nations into this war and destroy this place, man. Okay. What else? What were you trying to tell me, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna go up there now. They're probably playing some music. All right, we'll dip up there in a second. Are we holding any other scriptures? Is that it?
You want me to get Nehemiah 5?
Nehemiah 5. Yeah, give it. Yeah, we can bring it out upstairs. All right. Any questions before I roll? Nobody? The water for coming, y'all. The water for hanging out with us, all you brothers and sisters online. See y'all at the Passover, all right? Water. All right. I'm gonna gather this stuff up and right, let me know when we're off. Yeah, no, you can go ahead, do what you do in class, whatever the normal is.
Israelite School University Practical Knowledge, Yahanna,
The water for the map too. I didn't know I didn't use it, but I appreciate you.
Welcome to the freestyle mandatory. The holy convocation, the Feast of Purim, 14th day of the 15th month, February 19th.
Hey, Bob, you going up? You mind taking this up for me? I'll bring the soda back up, all right? Just if you could just take the bag.
Men of Israel.
No wait too.
Michael, Barak.
Good.
Yeah.
What's up, bro? Thumbs.
Bless you in Christ. So, we return to the system of Christ salute by Michael. We find the angel is the top. Then you hit, salute you like, Israel, this is what we're salute. Israel, I.S.U.P.K. Michael, Barak. Yeah. Christ, guys, in the top. Let us go.